All right, welcome back to Migmatis Golf, everybody. I think your boy Migmatis might have invented the world's greatest backswing plane training aid. I'm not even kidding. This thing is ridiculous. I can't tell you how good it is. I'm going to share with you how it works. If you're interested in this device, I'm going to make another video about how to build it with a detailed set of plans. You can knock this up for under 50 bucks. And you will not be disappointed, especially if you struggle with your backswing plane. This thing will get you on plane on the backswing immédiatement. Let's show you what it's all about. So basically, you've seen plenty of swing plane boards before, but they all have one massive Achilles heel. And that is that generally in a good swing, the downswing plane is slightly shallower than the backswing plane. And if you set up a plane board and you want to hit balls, then as you go up and you shallow the club, kabang, you crash into the plane. Now, for just ingraining a motion, those stationary swing plane boards are great. Okay, they get you a feeling of not coming over the top, and it's a good start. But you and I, of course, the neighbor's going to start mowing his lawn. You and I all know that the best training aids are ones you can actually hit balls with. I'm going to wait till this guy finishes. Okay, like I was saying before Le Jardinier interrupted, the best training aids in the world are all ones you can actually hit balls with, because we all know that little ball influences what goes on up here and how we move our bodies. So this is it. This is a plane board that you could actually hit balls with. Let me give you the tour. As you can see from here, it is a plane board for the takeaway. So it takes you up to about here. We all know that most amateurs, they get this first bit wrong. They suck the club inside or they disconnect from their body. So the first few feet of the takeaway, this one's set up at the moment for a 6-iron, but as you will see, it can be modified for anything you want. This is the first few feet to there, and then by magic, there's a little device here that when you are on plane in the backswing and you tap it, the plane disappears and you are free to freewheel from the inside. Not too far from the inside, because as you can see, my swing is pretty shallow and I've started taking some gouges out of the plywood. So if you're too shallow, your club will bounce on here. If you're too steep on the downswing, it will bounce on the outside here. There is a little window here for the ideal ball strike. If you release too early, you'll bounce off the plywood. I've thought of everything, you see. So let me give you the tour. Up close and personal. Here it is. There's the plane. There's the little rod that sticks up just above the plane. And when you take your backswing on plane, you will clip that rod. It falls away and the plane board falls down. As I explain in the follow-up video, you can customize length of the rod, the holes at the bottom, the notches in the side. You can customize all of that for multiple clubs or any club you want. This thing is quite large. It doesn't weigh that much. You look like a bit of a prat taking this to the driving range, but it is made so that you can use it on grass or on artificial turf like this without it sliding around. That will get explained as well. Moving on. Overhead look from the golfer's perspective. That is where the ball gets hit. If I bring my club in, there is the club. We're sat against the plane. Now, if on the way down, well, let's start with the way up first. So I want to take this up the plane. Now, if that plane stayed there, as I shallowed out, I would smash into it. You often see those pros with alignment sticks and they try and take it outside one and inside the other. That's all great, but we don't have that much control, do we? So we tend to like get it right a few times and then crash in to those stakes out there or those sticks and everything goes flying. So watch this. We take it back nicely on plane. Now, you see how I've measured this distance from the ball to here so that if you were to drag this club a bit too far along the ground, it would hit there. So as you go up the plane, there's a little bit of wrist hinge that starts. And you can customize all this. You can move the ball further this way if you're a bit of a dragger. And then there's a little bit of wrist hinge at the wrist that starts. So it just brings the club up above this piece of plywood here. And then the club goes up the plane. Now, if you are narrow and you try and bring the club in really tight to, you won't get anywhere near that release device over there. See, I'm really narrow. There's no width in that swing. But this forces you to keep a lot of width so that I can get all the way over to that pin, and then watch this. Oh yeah. Is that sexy or what? So there we go. The plane is out of the way. I go to the top of my backswing. I come down. Now, if the plane was still there and I'm shallower on the downswing, I might crash into it. Everything's going to go flying. That's going to hurt. But now there's nothing there. So the club travels. It comes down. If I'm an early releaser, I'm going to hit this board. That's going to give me some feedback. If I'm too shallow, as you can see the gouges I made here. If I'm too shallow, I'm going to hit this bit here. If I'm ideal, I'm going to come down there, nicely in the train tracks, strike the ball. If I'm over the top or I'm steep, club's going to come down. It's going to hit this portion here. This is like the drill of using a 2x4 on the outside of your ball. Okay, so I'm coming down the channel, striking the ball, turning pro next week. Okay, so there it is. How great is that? Even if I say so myself. All right, that's it. The world's best backswing plane training aid. You got to admit, it's fantastic. Try and build one yourself. It's not that complicated. If you have some plywood lying around, it's probably less than $10. Otherwise, under 50 bucks, and you're good to go. If there ever was a video to like and make you subscribe and give it a thumbs up and tell all your buddies and hit the bell and all of that good stuff, this is it. This is gold. Hubble Boy out.